Ancient Nine Mystery School. No matter what narrative the media programs and paints, demons and mental illness don't discriminate. Evil transcends your skin color and what color you are, with your flesh. It don't matter. Evil spirits inhabit man, woman, animal, all kinds of things. It doesn't matter what color your skin is. So when I witnessed that video, and it was very troubling for me as well. I didn't see a black man killing a white woman. What I saw was an evil spirit stalking its prey, because evil feeds on innocence. That's what I saw. And depending on how small your mind is, most will say that it was a racial situation, and they fall into the scheme of what the TV tries to orchestrate, the media orchestrates, that it's a black and white thing. But at the same time, I tell you, evil spirits don't care about what color you are. Because of every race and culture I could think of, every single one of them are filled to the rim with wickedness. Evil spirits don't care about, all they need is a vessel. You're nothing but a container to an evil spirit. So that's why I don't ever play into what race is the devil, because all of them are devils, the majority of them, every single one of them. And when I say small minds, I just have to say it because the truth, evil, and love never discriminate. And one thing about a lie, the father of lies is what most of them call him. I call it the great evil. They're here to bring order out of our chaos. They have went out their way to play psychological games with us, spiritual games with us, because we are waist deep in spiritual warfare. So the small mind is always going to look for the blame game. And of course, I've been watching all of the comments made, and my people are animals, your people are savages. But if you realistically look at it, there is nobody who could truly throw the stone if we're going to base it on flesh. Because every city, every laboratory, every smart city is filled to the rim with wickedness. And they're addicted to following trends. They're news boppers. They look for the next great story. They're ambulance chasers. And they know that. They know that about the crowd. So the media knows the crowd, so they know what to feed. And of course, you got the dudes that they're going to let them put that key in the back. And then they're going to come thinking that it's a certain way, and it's not going to be that way. Because everybody don't play. And nobody's going to sit there and let anybody take their lives. But I'm going to tell you what's really being done. The narrative is being painted to villainize right now melanated black men with dreads, because so far the two people that have been killed, of course, have been white, and that narrative needs to be played. Because the first situation that happened at least 2 or 3 weeks ago. But it's been sensationalized right before the National Guard is about to go into Chicago. Now, the truth hurts, whatever, get angry, let it trigger you. But that's the truth. So now, if the National Guard has to go and do heinous things in the city, it's been justified because everybody, all the small minds, have been filled with the rage. And then it goes the same way Just like when Sister Sonia Massey was assassinated by that police officer, and he came in there and she said Jesus, and he blew her away. Not to mention that for the last 3 weeks there's been hangings all over the South and other places of melanated men. So they choose to put what they want on the surface, and they choose to keep things quiet on what they want. But I mean, come on, man, if we was gonna really judge by what the media wants us to judge, I mean, come on now. When it comes to killing people, I mean, the school shootings and all those, so don't allow them to paint that narrative of the blame game and put that key in your back and get you taking your rage out on the wrong people. Because, it's ironic that the Hispanic brothers and sisters, they said that we were next. And it's just, they create one narrative after the other. Next thing, the illegals are in the country. Now it's, we're killing people on subways and buses. That narrative, they Picasso painting it too, So here's the thing. Is your mind small enough to fall for the propaganda? This is the same media that in 2021 told you to go take them jabs. This is the same media that told us to do all kinds of stupid things in the past. But now we're going to listen to them conveniently. And that's not going to happen. So just fall back and understand that we are dealing with an illusionist, because everything on the surface is deception. And there's always a design behind the design. I mean, just think about it. All of a sudden now, and this has never really happened in history, but now all of a sudden it's on the news that black men are suddenly killing white women. But yet, if we was to put a microscope to the streets, black on white killings always happen. But now it's being sensationalized. So now conveniently, because of that rage, the megas or whoever, whoever's caught up into the whole flesh thing, they're gonna crash out. And the smart cities and the smart prison camps or the FEMA camps have already been built. The FEMA coffins are already ready. So, that's what I'm trying to say, man. Be smart enough not to fall for the mass MK Ultra scheme. I mean, there's been hundreds of my people killed as well as your people. Don't let the government put your key in your back to let you crash out and make the wrong decisions, because it's not about that. The blame game. Because it's all about programs and possession. Use your discernment and realize that everything that goes on that media is orchestrated to keep you under a spell. And half of it don't even be true. Crisis actors, all kinds of different ways to manipulate the masses. They've been doing it for years. And I know you're sharper than that. You're way sharper than that. So remember that evil spirits transcend the skin color, transcend your flesh. They don't discriminate. Evil touches everything. It ain't a certain race, it's just evil. There's no such thing as a black devil or a white devil or a brown devil. They're all devils, spiritual devils, because it's a possession. They incarnate the flesh, the vessel, because for them we're nothing but containers. So I hope you understand that and know that we are waist deep in the spiritual war. And prepare, use your discernment, make beautiful decisions. Because I didn't see a young white woman killed. I seen somebody my daughter's age murdered by a person possessed by a demon. Mental issue. It's a thin line between that. Rest in peace to all the victims of wicked spirits. Ancient Night Mystery School, Saint Germain.